4 new signings in at Blues since last time around when we signed the 2 goalkeepers, Ryan Alsop and Bailey Peacock-Farrell. We also signed Emil Hansen and Alfie May as 2 players that are probably going to be starting in that front 3. So very good signings already. However, now we've gone and splashed some big amounts of cash, breaking the League One transfer record for individual player twice, and we really look like we mean business. One of these players was announced today. We haven't seen him in action at all for Blues. Another, a centre-back, we saw last night against Rangers. This is being recorded on the Thursday, so yeah, last night, Wednesday night, against Rangers. Played in the second half, and a lot of changes were made, so didn't really get much time with the first 11, but still good experience and looked pretty comfortable. And then the other 2 have played a couple of games and are looking very solid, so very happy so far. Before we get into the detail about the players, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. We'll start with the 2 defenders. Left back from Hearts, Alex Cochrane. He comes from Hearts with experience in the Brighton Academy, so that will feature heavily in this video, but came from Brighton to Hearts, and then we signed him. As you can see on screen, 1.2 million is being the reported fee. Market value, according to this, 1.5 million. It is in euros, as Transfer Market has it in euros for some reason, and I can't find a way to change it. So if anyone can tell me in the comments, that would be very useful. But yeah, it looks like we've got a player there under their market value, and again, market value is a very difficult thing to pick up. He's a young left back, only 24, got plenty of time to grow. Looks championship ready according to a lot of Hearts fans, and from what I've seen so far, now Lee Buchanan was one of our best players last season, but Alex Cochrane looks like he's fitting right in as well. So we've got 2 brilliant left backs now. Alex Cochrane will do a very good job if he's the starting one. I'm sure he will alternate with Buchanan, and they'll both get their fair share of minutes. But yeah, Cochrane pretty good in the attacking department as well. In the Scottish Premiership, he played 83 games, scoring 4 and assisting 10. So 14 contributions in 83 games. Is not bad at all for a left back. Shows that he's got the ability to pick out that pass. I think that is a very good signing. Whether it was needed or not, a left back, a strong left back, maybe a backup, but it's always good to have depth. And when one of them is injured or suspended or whatever, when they come off, you've got backup there that is just as good. So very happy with our left back spot now, as I am with our goalkeeper spot. Centre back is an area where we need to improve. We've only really got Sanderson and Bielik as senior centre backs, and obviously Bielik's played as a midfielder or a centre back throughout his career, so not quite a definite centre back. But our new signing looks pretty assured. Played in the Bundesliga last season, and yes, Darmstadt were relegated, but 30 games he played in the Bundesliga. Now that is some brilliant experience, playing at the top level of German football and then coming to League One. 2 goals and 2 assists in those games as well, so pretty good going. Only 24 years old, so yeah, very good signing. Christoph Klarer, as you can see, the most expensive on this list, reportedly. I'm not sure if these figures are entirely accurate, but 4.15 million euros breaks the record for League One transfer spend. That's number 1, and very happy with it to get someone with experience at the top of the Bundesliga, the top league of the Bundesliga, playing against great players. I'm sure he will be great in League One. Now, onto the player below that you can see, Willum Willumsson, Icelandic central attacking midfielder, 6'3", as is Christoph Klarer, and Willumsson, 4 million euros it's reported, which was the record breaker on Friday evening of the League One transfer for a single player, and then Klarer was signed Saturday midday, I believe, or just in the afternoon. So yeah, he didn't hold that record for very long, but he looks exciting. He's one of the players we've seen a few times now in a blue shirt in friendlies, and he just seems to have this great ability to have the ball sticking to his feet. You know, for a big guy, being attacking mid isn't something you usually see. You'd see a striker there, a defender obviously, or a central midfielder, but it's quite rare to see an attacking midfielder, 6'3", brilliant ball control, great dribbling ability, a brilliant eye for a pass as well, and he seems to be in great positions a lot of the time. There was a ball that came from the right, it was either Laird or Miyoshi flicked in, and he got a header on it last night, and it looked like, you know, obviously he probably should have put it on target, but again, it was good positioning, lost his marker. Then in the second half, a ball came into the back post, and he was there at the back post, but the ball just evaded him. But again, good positioning from him, so he could cause some problems. Last season in the Eredivisie, 31 matches, 7 goals and 2 assists. And, I mean, he had just qualified for the Europa Conference League with Go Ahead Eagles. It was kind of being touted as their best ever season. And, well, he's left them to come to League One with Blues. So the project is real, and I'm very happy with that signing. And last but not least, today's signing, Marc Leonard. Now, this one's been going on for what seems like a while. It's been mentioned a lot, but it kind of got to a point where it had been mentioned so much that you thought maybe it's not going to happen because it's gone a bit quiet. But all of a sudden today, announced Marc Leonard, and last night it was pictured that he was at the ground. So after passing a medical, apparently. So yeah, Marc Leonard comes with League One experience, played 46 games there last season on loan at Northampton. 5 goals, 6 assists, was in 2 Team of the Weeks, and a great long-range shooter, brilliant positioning, great at getting back and helping the team out defensively, but also very good going forward. He seems like a very, very versatile centre mid, can play attacking mid, defensive mid, and can do a lot of different stuff. So, for me, based on what I've seen, I think Marc Leonard would slot nicely next to Paik, kind of leaving, and I know it sounds crazy, but Jordan James as the player that wouldn't be playing. I have got a feeling Jordan James will go. We haven't sold any players for profit yet. It's all been free transfers, other than Alex Pritchard, but for some reason his fee isn't up, so I'm not sure what that was, but I can't imagine it was much. So Marc Leonard comes with a lot of League One experience, played very well. Northampton's player of the season, I believe, last season as well. Northampton fans were raving about him as well, so very, very good. Brighton, again, coming from Brighton, we've signed him, and it's a reported €590,000, £500,000 was the reported fee, so that matches up. Market value at €450,000, that seems off because Championship sides wanted him, a few teams in the MLS wanted him, a few teams in Europe wanted him as well, so a great signing Marc Leonard is. And, I mean, where as a Blues fan now do you think we need to improve? Rumours flying about a lot about Stansfield. He keeps liking all our posts on social media and everyone's getting excited because he's not seeming to like any of Fulham's posts, but that one for me, if we pulled that off, that would be a ridiculous signing. However, now's the time to pull it off with the different rules regarding spending. Obviously, you've got FFP in the Championship, but it's a bit different down in League One, and it's a bit more lenient. So, if we want to build a squad ready for the Championship, you do it now, you do it in League One, and then next season, that's when you've got to be a bit smarter with how you spend. But yeah, Stansfield linked. Whether that happens, I don't know. Let me know down below. And then, I mean, where do you want to sign players? Striker, probably. We could do with another. Centre-back. We definitely need another centre-back. We need 4 senior centre-backs at least. if we were going to go 3 at the back potentially, which I don't think we will, but there is potential we could, we'd need 5 centre-backs, or you play Buchanan there. And central midfield looks pretty good. If James goes, I think you bring someone else in, because Bakuna looks to be on his way out as well. We've lost Sunjic, Gary Gardner. Wingers I'm happy with, because we've got Miyoshi, Hansen, Dembele and Ramel Donovan. I'm happy with those 4, to be honest. Obviously we've got Keshi Anderson as well, but he's kind of wing, kind of attacking mid. He can do a bit of everything, whereas out and out wingers seem like them 4. So yeah, very happy with our business so far. Let me know which positions you think we need, and maybe suggest some names. Want to have a quick comment as well on the game against Rangers last night. I do not remember seeing Blues play like that in my lifetime. Obviously we won the League Cup and we played in the Premier League, but it was never that type of football. It was so entertaining last night, for the first half especially, but the first 60 while the first 11 were on. We were so fluid in attack. The patterns of play were beautiful. We were getting out from the back. We were being pressed heavily and just escaping every single time and going on the attack. Then when Rangers had the ball at the back, we pressed them so quickly that they couldn't get out. They couldn't play their game. They probably wanted to try and control possession, but we did not let them, and we dominated the game. 2-0 at half time was very, very generous to Rangers. I think it could have easily been double that. And yeah, it looks like we're playing some brilliant football. Very happy with how Chris Davies is settling in. And I did put something out on Twitter last night, X, basically saying that it's like I'm watching Blues, the rebirth of Blues, how we played, and the fact that I know it's pre-season and we lost the first game to Paderborn. Chris Davies hadn't been with the players that long. We were implementing new things, but since the Solihull Moors game, we've got better and better. We played Rangers last night, and they had 4 starters from their league, their Scottish Cup final. 2 players came off the bench who started that game as well, so it wasn't a complete second string Rangers side. James Tavernier was playing, Balogun was playing, and we just looked like, when you play that well, I know it's pre-season, but you've proven you've got that quality within you. If you play bad in pre-season, you can always get better, but if you play really well in pre-season, then I don't see a way that a team in League One touches the standard of football that we played last night. I think that's the point I'm trying to get out. I don't think a League One side can do what we did last night at all. They can't play that way, and that's why if we don't go up, it would be a catastrophe. With this squad, we have to get promoted, and I think we will. I think we'll win the league. I know I've been optimistic in the past, and we've been in the Championship the whole time and been awful every season, but I think this season's very, very different. We are the favourites to win the league, and I think we should comfortably be doing it. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you when we sign some more players. Hopefully we can get Stansfield up the Blues.